Hey, 7-Minute Sales Minute community, this is Scott, and you spoke and we listened. You said you wanted more bite-sized and actionable ideas, so we've got something for you.
Hey everybody, it's John, and we want to first off thank you for listening and enjoy these 2-minute sessions where Scott and I provide you quick tools, best practices, and ways to take immediate action to grow your business and your pipeline and your sales. Have a great day.
Hey, John, welcome back to the studio.
Fish, thanks. Good to be here. How are you?
I'm doing great today, man.
Let's talk about the power of no, right? There's a lot of no's for salespeople, right? We got to get to 99 no's to get to the one yes. That's key. We talk a lot about that no. But I also want to talk about the no of say no to something today that you normally would say yes to, that you know you should say no to, you want to say no to, but you just don't have the courage to say no to. Whether it is a meeting or a phone call or somebody that needs your time and energy, just say no.
Yeah.
And it's really, really difficult because I think we all, or many of us, if not all, close to all of us, suffer from wanting to be, a good person and give back. But sometimes you just got to say no. That no can also be later at another time, but you don't always have to say yes.
Yeah, I just said yes. But, we have a good friend who has a saying, an invitation is just an invitation, right? You don't have to be obligated to accept it. And something I learned just over the last couple of years, I would get meeting requests in Outlook, the normal way we get meeting requests I get. And it would be from someone who was a higher up. And I would feel obligated that I had to go to this meeting. And at the end of the day, it might not have been at an opportune time. It might have been kind of counterproductive for me at the time. It might have interrupted my normal flow of business, but I went because I thought I had to. And then one day I just declined the invitation. And number one, I didn't get in trouble. Number two, it kind of built a little bit of respect because they asked me, why'd you decline it? I said, well, if I did this meeting at 2:00 on a Thursday, it's really screwing me up. So I'm happy to do it at a later date, but also please provide me an agenda so I know what we're going to talk about and we can make it clear, concise, and get to the point quickly and do business rather than, say, hey, nice tie. Did your neck throw up? Because that's the type of meeting I don't want to go to.
Yeah. Well, and I think also one of the things you bring up is as an attendee of a meeting, you have the responsibility, and I know sometimes it isn't easy for everyone, to ask that they have an agenda for the meeting, because without an agenda, meetings typically get off track and they take double plus time.
Right.
Yeah, and everybody leaves pissed off and wasted. And if you can't mentally prepare for a meeting, then you take the first 10-15 minutes trying to get mentally prepared in the meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's one thing that I hate is death by committee with when you have a project. It's like, well, let's invite 15 people and we'll brainstorm.
Yeah.
And then you get nowhere.
Yeah.
For days and days at a time. I think we can talk about this. We have a guys' dinner that we do like once every month, once every 6 weeks. And I have a stock answer when it's like, where do you want to go? I always say, you guys decide, I'll show up.
Right.
Because I don't want to have to be part of the conversation of, well, I don't like here, I found a hair in my soup once, or, I got bad service, or I was just there yesterday. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care. I want to have lunch or dinner with my friends, and just tell me where to show up. If you aren't going to bring anything to a project or, setting up a presentation or anything like that, if you really don't have anything to add of value, and you can be just told where to show up and where to stand, do it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. If Dan is listening to this, he'll shoot me a text. Can we go to Max?
Exactly. Dan, we love you.
I agree. And so whatever your no is, we could talk about a billion stories.
Yeah.
Whatever your no is, just have the courage to say no when you need to say no.
I love it, John.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you. Well, John, I'm not sure if that was 2 minutes, but it was great. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for listening, and put these into action so you can focus on your sales growth and enjoy your business. Take care.